3-day solo survival challenge. I am out here on an extremely remote Indonesian island for the next 3 days. We have limited gear, no food, no water. At the moment I am stuck in torrential rain. This video is an absolute grind. 3 days on a remote island getting my ass handed to me. Sit back, relax, let's roll back to the start. Alright my doggies, get ready for 3 days of absolute carnage. We've just been dropped off on a very remote island in Indonesia. Every single island I come to and try to do a challenge like this is different. This one is very different from the last island. It is a moist, soggy, mosquito-ridden island. The mosquitoes in here at the moment are crazy. Got no shoes on. We got to see if we can find ourselves a pair of shoes. We've got a whole lot to do over the next 3 days, but the objective right now is to try to find a bit of a base camp away from the mosquitoes. Looks like they've had a lot of rain out here on this island. There's no tracks through the bush. I'm just making my own way through the bush here. Before we go any further on this adventure, I just want to run you guys through what we've got on this island, because we are out here for the next 3 days. Have just been dropped off by a boat. So what I'm trying to achieve at the moment, we've just been dropped off on this side of the island. I'm trying to get to the southwest corner of this island, which is in this direction. So we're just walking through this incredibly thick, moist, mozzie-filled jungle. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but there's legitimately a cloud of mosquitoes around me at the moment. It's very moist in this jungle. It's hot and it's moist, so this is what we've got on us for the next 3 days out here. I brought a tent with me purely because there is no way I'm sleeping out here with the mosquitoes. It is thick, hot, humid, disgusting mosquito jungle, so we've got a tent. Did bring a raincoat on this adventure. Alright, we got a coffee cup, we've got Old Faithful. Don't go anywhere without this bad boy. Box of camera batteries, head strap for the camera, a torch, and I've got me phone. Not that the phone works out here, but I brought me phone anyway. That is absolutely everything we have on us on this out here on this adventure. So we don't have a lot. Basically it's a knife and a fishing rod. That's what we're going to try surviving with for the next 3 days out here. It is hot, it's humid, the mosquitoes are thick, and we've got a massive 3 days ahead of us. Let's see if we can't make it to that corner of the island, see if we can set up a bit of a camp. And the first thing I want to do is find water. That's our first sign of water. That is a coconut husk which has been turned upside down, obviously facing the sky. That'll be fresh drinking water there. There's a fair few of these little things laying around. I'm sure we're going to be able to source something a little bit better than that, but there is a fair few of these things around. If _ really does hit the fan. Here we go doggies, look at this. Oh, it's good to put me feet in the bloody water. Alright, we've made it to the other side of the island, just walking through this very shallow water, but it's about it's knee-deep water, and there's a stingray right there. I nearly stood on that bloody stingray. That would have been an incredible start to the trip. Look at him, got that big long whipped tail on him there. You turn around and stick that barb straight in your foot. He's just cruising, man. All we need to do is sharpen a stick and I can just joust it straight into his head. We'd have a stingray around the fire in no time. Too small. There we go. That is what I'm looking for. That's a glass bottle, beautifully intact. Look at that. That's possibly fresh water in there's a little bit of algae growing on the sides. Doesn't look very clear, doesn't look very fresh. When I say fresh, I mean it's been sitting here for a fair while, but that's fresh water, bro. That is a cup of fresh water sitting on the side of the bank here. You wouldn't want to drink that straight up. You'd have to boil it, filter it and everything, but we have got a cup of fresh water here. Also there's a fair few drink bottles with like remnants of fresh water in them as well, so we've got a little bit of options on water. Obviously they're not great. We got a glass bottle. We got probably one of the driest coconuts I could find. We've got this epic hat. We're starting to get a bit of a collection going here. We've got a big clumped up piece of rope here. This is just a big bit of rope that'll come in handy definitely. We got 5 lighters here, and I got another pile of lighters down there I got to go pick up, but we got quite a few lighters. So if you guys watched the last episode, we started a fire by using the flint inside these lighters. We might have to do that again in this episode. The other good thing we found is this piece of bamboo, dead straight. Someone's already sharpened the edge on there. What I might do, we got a draining tide right now. We do have a nice straight bit of bamboo. I'm going to sharpen the tip of that up a little bit. I'm going to go see if we can do the stingray right now. Every time I do one of these episodes, we see fish and we never get the fish, and then when it comes to the crunch time and we want to eat food, it's so bloody hard to get food. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to leave all this _ here. We're going to take this spear. Let's go see if we can't joust a stinger in the head with this. Obviously a straight piece of bamboo like this is not